I might hurt your feelings in today's video, but that's because I don't want you to waste $400. Buying the wrong baseball glove is going to make you worse at defense. It's going to make the break-in way harder. And then third, you possibly did just waste all your money. Here's my point. Today I'm doing a quick review on a Japanese brand. It's a very small Japanese brand. You can actually buy it in the US though. I'm using these gloves to emphasize just how important it is to buy the right glove instead of the wrong glove or just a glove. Stop buying gloves based on the color. That's not how it works. Anyway, here's the plan. For one, I'm gonna show you my current favorite glove, AKA the glove we're using for this video. For two, I have to explain the danger of buying the wrong glove. It is a big deal, trust me. And for three, we're gonna play catch. That'll make sense later. I'm proving a point through playing catch. I'm not just gonna make you watch me play catch. It'll matter. Allow me to quickly introduce the new brand, INB, or Inaba. In my opinion, Inaba just like sounds easier to say rather than INB. I currently have two gloves from him. There's this one right here, my favorite. And then there's this one right here. I like it too, just not as much. These are Japanese gloves that I bought here in the US, off of a guy here in the US, not doing anything complicated like buying on Japanese eBay. Now pause, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that what Jax is for? Yes, the biggest reason I like Jax is because you can just casually buy a Japanese glove. That's still true. I wanna point out that I carry a glove with me constantly. Every single day, restaurants, grocery store, I always have a glove with me. My point is I try to always switch it up and change what gloves I have with me. This just keeps getting into my hands. I keep putting it on. I keep carrying it everywhere. I love it a lot. It's a nice glove. Let me give you an up-close look. This is the Inaba. It is the cork tan leather. Just gotta say, I'm overall a huge fan of this thing. Made in Japan, skibbity rabbity dabbity, whatever that says. The hinge thing at the top. This web just looks amazing. If I had to relace that, I might end my life. I mean, it just looks good, okay? It looks good. If it wasn't obvious already, I broke it in traditional, finger out. Look at how it closes. I know. Looks good. But I mean, it's a Japanese glove. It's got the wide heel. Sorry about that. I could fix that. I just need to kind of like pinch it over. I don't care. I don't know. I mean, it just looks like a classic glove. I guess that's your up close look at it. I'm a big fan. Anyway, the other Inaba, black and gray. There are a couple weird things, like look at this. These are two different color grays. I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know. Weird. But I will say, look at this. Like the purple stitching. Love that. Big fan. This glove right here is incredibly similar to that. I'll show the like main differences in just a second. But I'll tell you right now, a sneak peek. The main thing that I don't love about this glove is that it's webby, meaning a lot of the balls I catch just go straight up into the web. Anyway, as I mentioned, there are a few differences between these. Pretty minor though, but it's major, I don't know. I broke them both in traditional finger out, but look at this. We have the palm little overlap right here. No palm overlap on this one. Difference number one. I forgot the most obvious difference, the web. Duh. You guys can't see the difference, but the leathers are very, very, very different. This is like just overall thicker. This one is just a little bit thinner. Very different feel overall. Like this is maybe steer hide. Maybe this is like a kip. I don't know. I probably should know, but I don't. Anyway, the weirdest difference by far though is this, ready? All the laces in this heel kind of go that way. They're going that way. All the laces in this heel are going this way. They're going this way. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this direction is like typically made for two in the pinky. I broke it in traditional finger out. That's kind of mind-boggling. I kind of wish I did two in the pinky now. I don't know. It feels amazing still. It's like a super detailed minor difference, but it's a difference. Anyway, all of this to say, it's crazy how something that can be so similar in like the shape can feel so incredibly different. These don't feel anything like each other. It's wild, okay? My point is like even just a color difference, same shape, different color, can be a completely different glove. It matters when you're buying a glove. I'm talking a lot. Let's just go somewhere else. I feel like I can't move past this without at least showing you guys. If you haven't seen the newest video on our main channel, we used this. You guys have seen that before. The double glove, there's two gloves, so you're twice as good at defense. This is the main thing. This weighs 18 pounds. It's actual heart of the hide leather. I used this while pitching in a real game. It was cool. Maybe, here's one highlight.
3-2 swung on and missed. Banger gets a strikeout.
That's everything I've ever wanted. Knuckleball strikeout on someone I know. Let's go.
Anyway, go watch that video if you haven't. It's like using illegal gloves against... Go watch. The gentlemen are working. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. But I do want to show you a couple of things that I think are cool. Pete Soto, thanks for sending this in. We're working on this for him. It's the new 44 catcher's mitt. You know, we haven't done like the full review on it, but like massive upgrade. I'll say that. And then there is just one more. Also from Pete, but big change for 44 catcher's mitts. Just don't buy the original 44 catcher's mitt. That's just one piece of advice. I'm gonna explain the dangers of buying the wrong glove. I do believe it can make you generally worse. The breaking can be infinitely harder. And then of course there's like the worst case scenario where you really did just buy like the wrong glove and you either need to return it or you just like wasted a bunch of money. I'm actually gonna go grab a glove really quick as an example of like wrong glove. This is the All-Star S7. You'll see these kind of everywhere, specifically in Dick's. Don't buy this. This is a really rough break-in, like super hard to break in. A ball like doesn't fit back here. There are a few gloves that are like hands down, don't buy. Another one, just like 44 catcher's mitt, the normal 44 catcher's mitt, don't buy it. It's not good. It's not good. But the crazy part about this is like $300. Justin, are the All-Star S7s $300? Confirmed. These are $300 and they're bad. They're not good for youth gloves. There's little things like the lacing is bad, but just the shape, the ball like doesn't fit in there. And then just on top of that, we struggle to break these in, and that's like what we live for. We're supposed to be really good at breaking in gloves. And so like for you guys, if you bought one and tried doing it yourself, it's gonna be like super, super, super hard. Potentially the kind of glove you buy and never end up using. How do we avoid things like this? For one, I'm gonna try to keep warning you guys. For two, if you shop in person, it can help eliminate some of this. Have a baseball with you and see if a baseball would even like fit. If there's any major concern, maybe just keep moving. Look for a new glove. Don't prioritize color. I know that's hard, especially for like travel teams, you want it to match. Prioritize the glove. Make sure you get a good glove. These are like really hard to break in, but we do our best. I said do. And our best is pretty dang good. Anyway, that's one of my biggest concerns is when you buy the wrong glove, it can be incredibly hard to break in. And then if it's incredibly hard to break in, guess what? It's often super hard to use in the field. If a glove is like being really stubborn, you're gonna feel it on the field. You're not gonna be super confident. That you don't wanna be in that position. All right, you don't want that. I could pick up this glove right here and just fall in love with it, but it has like purple laces. So I'm like, you know what? I want the same thing, but I want it to be all black. Guess what? Black leather is gonna feel different than this leather. With all this being said, I think there's like 3 levels to buying a glove, and each one is like, the higher you go up, the more serious you are about baseball. So let's cover those. All right, level 1 is understanding whether you want an infield or an outfield glove, a youth glove or an adult glove, and just like general sizing. You don't have to overthink my level 1, 2, and 3, but anyway, level 1 is like the most basic version of just going out and buying a glove. Level 2, on the other hand, you're basically gonna care more about the web, how stiff the glove is, as well as the brand of the glove. Not everyone cares, but a lot of people become like, I'm only Rawlings, I'm only Wilson. Okay, so all 3 levels, it's super important to be like holding the glove in person and find out if it's the right glove for you. But level 2, it takes a big jump up. It's really important, get something in your hands. And now level 3, this is where you're really gonna care about patterns, as well as the leather type. Just to be super clear, when I say leather type, I'm not talking about like, oh, I love heart of the hide, I only use heart of the hide. I mean like there's black heart of the hide, there's black oiled heart of the hide, there's that like oiled chestnut stuff that like Nolan Arenado uses. The difference in the way leather is tanned can be so different. Like 2 gloves that are both black can feel dramatically different based on how they were tanned. Anyway, feeling it in person is the only way you're gonna know for sure what you're getting. At least get like a feel of a bunch of gloves in person and then maybe go buy it online. Sorry for being scattered. Let's go play catch. I want to prove a point about level 3. To make this as simple as possible, I'm only going to be talking about 2 gloves. This Rawlings right here, which is the thing I was talking about earlier, like Nolan Arenado color, and this, all right? This is gonna be representing like the US gloves, and this is gonna represent the Japanese gloves for the sake of this video. As a reminder, currently like my favorite glove I own, it kind of goes everywhere with me. And guess what? I really, really like this glove. This actually was sent in by this guy for break-ins. So thank you for sending it in. Let me show you it really quick. Traditional finger out, you got the single post. Hot dog. Here's a one catch review. Feels really good, but it feels super American. As a reminder, if you're concerned about the leather type or the pattern, as in like the shape of the actual glove, you're level 3, good job. I just want to talk about some big differences between like this and this, because a lot of you guys who are shopping for a glove right now, there's a really good chance this is exactly what you want, rather than something like this. So let's take some with this. This is like the American glove. Let me just explain to you how a lot of American gloves feel, and then I'll explain to you how a lot of Japanese gloves feel. So, big takeaways already is just that it's really comfortable. It's quite cushy. There's a ton of padding in this thumb, like a ton. And I think the most noticeable thing is even when I'm wearing it traditional finger out, it's like a lot of web. It's just so ridiculously deep that my hand doesn't get hit. It hardly gets hit. Just maybe my index finger does a little bit. Anyway, soft, comfortable, cushy. It's deep. Oh, Bonnie. One perfect way to describe US gloves is that they are one size fits all, meaning most of them are just made to be deep and comfortable. So no matter how you wear the glove, two in the pinky, traditional, all in, you're gonna like it. It's gonna work. And Japanese gloves are just a little bit different. So the Inaba, this thing, it has way less padding, okay? It's more shallow. I'm catching the ball with way more of my hand, and I think you'll actually be able to see it. So I'm gonna catch a couple and like show you guys. Both of these gloves are traditional finger out with 2 hinges, all right? I'm gonna catch a couple here. Very tight pocket. Like if that lace was any tighter, it would feel like an even tighter pocket. Wow. That was not a very like cool takeaway. It's pretty tight. I hope this is gonna show through. Let's go to the American one. And guys, it's not made in America, okay? It's made in like the Philippines or something. It's made for an American market. That was a little webby on the catch. I feel like you're not gonna be able to tell, but I can tell you what I'm feeling. The ball like isn't touching my hand at all. There we go. So like that hit index finger, but it's still just resting away from my hand. I don't need to show you anymore. American gloves are deeper, typically softer, cushiony, a little pillowy maybe. They're made to be more comfortable. Like we have like weenie hands here where we just want everything to be comfortable. I never want a stinger. Versus a glove that is like made to be caught right here. A glove that is made to literally sting. Like that's basically what you're supposed to feel when you're catching the ball. I'm babbling guys, but like the big takeaway is this: the pattern just matters so much. How do you decide what pattern is best for you? Look at the current glove that you're using. How do you like to close it? Do you like to close it one hinge? Guess what? There's patterns made for one hinge. Our Japanese one kind of is that. If you like to close it just like you want the deepest thing ever, thumb to pinky, there's certain gloves that are made to close that way and play that way. The way you close your glove and the way the glove wants to be closed are supposed to like meet up together and do the same thing. If you buy this glove right here and send it to us for a break-in and you say you want it to be really shallow, we can't do that. I can't change the way the glove is shaped. This is not a shallow glove. If you buy this glove and you want it to be deep, awesome, it is deep. You're gonna be able to do that. Figure out how you close your glove and then find a glove that's gonna complement that. You can't just like take a glove and magically make it something that it isn't. There are little life hacks like our glove over here. If you want this to be as shallow as possible, you can do things like tighten certain laces on it, and also just like the further you close up, right? The more you close to the index finger, there's just less room for the ball. It's gonna be a more shallow pocket. But in general, the glove can't magically be crafted into a different glove. you have to pay attention to what you're buying. Again, it's not just color. So I want to show you a couple more with this. If you like a traditional finger out, you know, one hinge, but it can also do a little bit of two, I cannot name like a better glove. This thing is amazing. Guys, it is shallow. It has a Japanese feel. If it sounds interesting, this is the website. I don't make money from that. It's just, this guy's Chris. It's the Glove Lab. That's the only place I know to like buy it, unless you're like actually going to Japan to buy this thing. Anyway, I forgot something. Inaba, other Inaba. This one's not new. This one is brand spanking new. And this thing is a brick. You literally need to use the water method to break this glove in. That's why I'm stopping the video. You have to use water to break it in. It is too stiff. It says it on the website that I bought it from. Read with me. It says something like blah, 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 blah. Send it to either Ball Glove King or Matt Walden. I agree with that. Those are two fantastic places to get your glove broken. Just look at like the shapes of these things. Like, it's crazy how much a good break-in does, because like this looks amazing and this is almost intimidating, just how like stiff and crazy hard. The point is, either watch the videos, you know, and do a water break-in yourself, or send it to someone trusted who can do a water break-in. It is so crazy stiff, but this is the end result. You know, if you put the hard work in, this thing is so good. Anyway, back to the video. That was like a little webby, but this web specifically is just so stiff up here that it doesn't really like, I don't know. It doesn't like sling backwards, I guess. Money. The pocket on this is so incredible. Dude, that's gorgeous. It really does just feel so good. I don't feel like I'm gonna cry ever, because it's just thick enough in here to where, I don't know, it just don't hurt that much. This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, like I don't feel that at all. That's crazy. I'm not trying to catch it in the web, but I kind of am. It's just so much deeper. There we go. That was like right in the pocket. Dude, feels beautiful. It's deeper. It's deeper. It's a completely different play style than our Inaba. With that being said, oh, I almost forgot. Big thing I want to talk about, just a huge bonus to this video. Hang on. All right, listen up. With everything I've said, if you like really, really know exactly how you like your glove, that's kind of how Japanese gloves are made. They're made to be like designed for this exact way to close this glove this way. Like they're super detailed. But if you don't really know, that's what this is for. Like, cause this is an amazing glove. This is perfect for the guy who doesn't really know. He's like, I just want a nice glove. Your average Rawlings and Wilson is gonna do that. It's gonna be the Pro 200 from Rawlings, the 1786. I love the 1716 from Wilson. So anyway, I have a big thing that's kind of like on my baseball glove heart that I want to express with you guys, because there's this big thing about like palm bubbles and palm creases are always bad. I get it. It looks really nice when your palm just looks perfect. Like, look at this. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is almost pretty much perfection. Same story here, just looks amazing. Your glove is yours. And if you really like to shove your hand in like this and push your, you know, index finger down and close like this, and you're good, good for you. Awesome. Don't overthink it. So like this glove, the way I'm wearing it, I shove my hand in like pretty deep, and it's molded to my hand like crazy well, and I'm just in love with this thing. I've said it so many times, but it's just fantastic. So if this is my glove and I like to close it up like this, even though it's not made for that, you know, that is just okay. You have to take everything I'm saying and combine it with what do you like doing with your gloves, and stop obsessing over like palm bubbles and these like palm creases and stuff, because a lot of that is like character. A lot of that is because that's how you close your glove. Look at videos of guys with like Japanese gloves. A lot of them push down like this. Look at that. That doesn't look cool. There's like weird creases in here. That's just how they play. They literally think about pushing the ball out of the glove when you're transferring it. We don't do that. Not even a little bit. And so anyway, take everything with a grain of salt, guys. Find out like what is the best glove you can buy. Look at those levels. Just acknowledge it. Do you think you're level 1, 2, or 3? It's okay. Wherever you are, it's okay. And the ultimate advice is like, if you can shop in person, it will make it better. And there is a little bit of life hack. You can find something in person and find something online, whether it's a better price online, maybe a slightly different color, but you have to be careful because it could be a completely different field. So anyway, I've been talking a lot. Thanks for watching.